Hello everybody, welcome to my lecture on objects and complements. Today we are going to talk about an object. We are going to learn what is an object, what is a direct object, what is an indirect object, what is complement, what is subject complement, and what is object complement. Hope you guys are ready because I am ready. Before entering into our topic, I want to remind you about previous chapter sentence. In that chapter, we have learned about subject and object. I hope you haven't forgotten about object. Okay? Let's talk about what is object. An object is something or somebody that receives an action. It is something or somebody that an action is acted upon. It has got two types. Two types of object are direct and indirect object, about which we will be learning today. Okay, let's start with direct object. What is direct object? Direct object are the person or things that receive the action of the verb. It tells who or what receives the action of verb. The direct object is a noun or pronoun that follows an action verb. It answers the question of what and whom after an action verb. So a direct object is something or somebody that receives an action directly. It directly receives the action of the verb. Let me clear you with some example. Okay, find the direct objects. So before finding the direct object, you need to ask the question what or whom to the verb. The answer will be your direct object. Okay. Alright, let's move to example. First example is our cat caught a mouse. So as I have told you, ask the question to the verb. Verb is caught, right? So ask the question, caught what? Our cat caught what? A mouse. That's right. The answer, a mouse, is direct object. In the same way, the boss saw her in town. Saw is the verb. So ask the question what? Saw what? Or saw whom? Her. So the direct object is her. Over here. Alright. Let's see more examples. Clara broke the vase. Broke what? The vase. So the vase is direct object. Harry caught the big fish. Harry caught what? The big fish. That's why the big fish is direct object. In sentence number 3, I gave her the big fish. Here we can find two objects. One is her, another is the big fish. Now don't be confused which is direct object over here. So ask the question, I gave what? Definitely the answer is the big fish. So the big fish is direct object. Alright, let's move to what is an indirect object. The object being who receives the direct object is called indirect object. Sentence with an indirect object usually contains a direct object as well. The person or thing to which, whom, or for which, whom the action is performed. Okay, so the indirect object means the one who receives the direct object. Direct object is the one who receives the action, right? But indirect object is the one who receives the direct object. In order to have an indirect object in your sentence, you must have direct object. Remember, okay? If your sentence doesn't have a direct object, it can never have an indirect object too. So always remember it, okay? Let's see the pattern of indirect object. Subject plus verb plus indirect object plus direct object. See, we can find indirect object as well as direct object here. Let me show you some example. My friend sent us a gift in the mail. Now here you need to ask the question whom. My friend sent a gift. For whom? For us. That's why us is an indirect object. Next sentence, the mother read her children a bedtime story. The mother read a bedtime story for whom? Her children. That's why her children is indirect object. Number 2, I handed the teacher the homework. I handed the homework for whom? The teacher. So the teacher is indirect object. My parents wrote a letter to the company. My parents wrote a letter to whom? To the company. So the company is an indirect object. Okay, let's move forward. Let's look about complement now. A complement is a group of words that is necessary to make a sentence more meaningful. It is a noun, adverb, or adjective that gives additional information about subject and object. All objects are complements, but not vice versa. That means all the objects are complement, but not all the complements are object. So, what you understood? A complement is a noun, verb, or adjective. That may be noun or verb or adjective, which gives additional details about the subject or the actions of sentence. Complements are generally placed after the verb. Remember, okay, placed after the verb within the predicate. Complements can consist of one word or a phrase as well. So it also has got two types. What are they? Subject complement and object complement. Let's compare the subject complement and object complement. So subject complement means the word or phrase that follows a linking verb and identifies or describes the subject of the sentence, whereas an object complement is a word that follows the direct object of the sentence and adds more information about the object. Simply we can understand in this way. Subject complement is the complement which provides additional information about the subject. Object complement means the object complement which provides more information about object. The subject complement adds the information to the subject, okay, and object complements add information to the direct object, or we can say object. Subject complement always follows a linking verb like is, am, are, was, were, while object complement follows the direct object. You need to remember always it occurs, subject complement occurs after the linking verb. Okay, but object complements often used with verbs like call, elect, appoint, choose, etc. You may be thinking what is meant by linking verbs. Okay, I have the list of the linking verbs. Okay, linking verbs means different than action verb. Okay, linking verb doesn't express actions. Action verbs means the verb which is used for showing the actions like sit, eat, stand, write, read, etc. And linking verb means the verb which connect subject of the verb to additional information about the subject. Okay, so example of the linking verbs are is, am, are, was, were, become, feel, has been, have been, had been, etc. Now let's take a look at example of subject complement. So they are students. In this sentence, which is subject complement? Students, that is subject complement. Here the word students is a subject complement because it is related to the subject they. Okay, that's why it is subject complement. Here the linking verb is are. So example of object complement. The teacher made Shahnaz the class monitor this year. Here Shahnaz is the object of the sentence. The word the class monitor tells more about Shahnaz, the object of the sentence, right? That's why the class monitor is the object complement. Okay, the class monitor is giving information about the Shahnaaz, which is the object of this sentence. Okay, I hope you have understood. This is the end of our class. Now let's go through some exercises. Decide whether the underlined words are subject, direct object or indirect objects. Previously, few students have not done according to the example. So example is given here, that means you need to do as per the example. Okay, so here also example is given, you need to do according to the example. So example is Ella bought a meat sandwich. So here direct object is a meat sandwich. Okay, you need to identify whether this is subject, direct object or indirect object. Okay, so you need to do from number 1 to 10. I hope all of you will be doing it in neat and clean handwriting. Okay, thank you students.